Is eBay allowing you to use the eBay auto price reduction feature? And if so, do you like it? Let's talk about it. Well, hey, happy Friday, folks. Madcap Toys here. You are back in the toy barn. I hope you've had a fantastic week so far and things are going well for you. But before we begin, if you haven't already, what are you doing? Subscribe to the Madcap Toys family. We want you to be a part of us. Also, make sure you hit the bell for all notifications because each and every time we upload content, of course, you're going to be the first to know, and comments, you know we love them, so just keep them coming. Well, guys, it has been a week. We have been consistently making sales on each site. However, it's just not as much as that we're wanting. Maybe in the fact that this year Daren and I have been selling more items than last year, but the price point is a lot lower only because we are listing more things like media, such as you've seen, CDs, DVDs. Also, Daren had bought a whole slew of sports cards of different types, and it just seems like once we get the profit, we're getting our money back, but we're getting, you know, very little when it comes to profit margin above that because of how, how lower priced these things are. So, we're looking into things. We have been talking about things, including what we're going to talk about today when it comes to the eBay auto price reduction feature and seeing if it can make a difference on some of the older new stock that we have. So I hope, guys, everything has been going well with you, like I said, in the sales area. Like I said, I know each site has been shooting off for us, and we're hoping to try to get some things going because we're in the middle of the third quarter, right? We were wanting to make sure that our third quarter carries the best that it can when it comes to money and profiting and making that amount. So when it comes to fourth quarter, we are really pushing hard and selling lots of higher priced items, as well as also in the mass for the lower items as well. But you came to this video for a reason, and we're going to talk about it. We're going to talk about today about the eBay price reduction feature. Number one, we're going to talk about, do you currently have it? And you're like, what are you talking about? Do I currently have it? Don't all eBay people have this feature? And I'm going to tell you something that I found out today. The answer is right now, no, they don't. And the reason why I say that is because we have two, as you guys know, if you've watched the channel enough, two eBay stores. We have Madcap Toys and we have Madcap Toys Plus. Right now, Madcap Toys, I noticed when I was relisting a Barbie for Daren earlier today, showed the eBay auto price reduction feature. Now, if you're wondering where all this is coming from and you haven't seen it on YouTube or anywhere else you watch shows, the eBay auto price reduction feature is located in your listing in between the price and allow offers. So there's a little box and it says auto price reduction or price reduction, and then it has a little button where you can slide it over to the right to say yes, I want it for this listing, or slide it to the left saying no, I don't want it for this listing. So I tried it out. I was like, oh, this is cool. So I slid it to the right, the little button, and then it asked how much do I want the price to reduce, and however many days I want to have the price reduced, right? And then at the very end, it'll ask what's the lowest you will go before shipping on this item. So for instance, the Barbie that I had, and I'll probably put it up here and show you just a little bit. So for instance, this is the Country Bride Barbie. It's a Walmart exclusive Barbie. I've had it listed for a long time at $32.99. This was the days we went and did some flea marketing and stuff and basically paid almost collector price at the time for the Barbie. So that's why the price is kind of elevated. So I thought, we need to move this Barbie. So I found the auto price reduction feature on the regular Madcap Toys. So what I'm doing with this particular one is that I am taking it, leaving it at the $32.99, but going to the auto price reduction feature. I told the auto price reduction feature I want it to reduce $3 every 2 days until it gets to the minimum price of $19.99. That's the lowest that Kathy's going to go before shipping, right? And so it's going to start doing that. So once I had that revised, I hit revise listing, and it should be starting that countdown for that until it gets down to $19.99. Or maybe it will sell before it gets to $19.99, which we hope, right? Because we don't want to lose so much. But trying to get that product to move. But like I said earlier in this video, my new eBay store, my 1-year-old Madcap Toys Plus toddler store, doesn't have this feature. You said, well, did you look at your media or something and try it out? No, I went all over across the board. I looked at dolls. I looked at action figures. I went to clothing. I went to even the media, all over the place. And I did not have that auto price reduction feature. So I'm wondering, and you can let me know in the comments below if I'm wrong or right, that it seems like it's the older stores that are in this beta that we talk about, and the new eBay stores, such as I, whether you're brand new or a year old or maybe a little bit older, that is not seeing this feature yet. So I don't know, maybe it's, like I said, it's a beta thing. They're only allowing so many stores to do it at first. I'm not sure, but since our regular eBay store has been on for 25 plus years, they're trying to see if the older guys are the ones that have a little bit of tenure, so to speak, see if it works or not for them first. So do you have the auto price reduction feature? Are you one of those oldies that are on eBay, have that eBay store, and you have that feature? If so, do you like it? Is it doing well for you? Has it helped you move old stock? Let me know in the comments below. We would love to hear from you. Now, you're probably still saying, I really don't understand what you're saying. Can you speak English in regards to what this actually is, so I can kind of find it and go to it. So we're going to talk about it really quick before we move on to things. So there was an article. It talked about eBay testing. So yeah, it's not live for everyone. Auto price reduction, allowing sellers to automate. So that way it's just automated. You don't have to think about it, right? Lowering item prices over time. Now you guys know where this comes from, right? This isn't a new idea, because Mercari, which we're Mercari sellers, as you know, had this feature where you can lower price it to automate, or you lower your price over time until you have a floor price that you won't go any farther than that. So it's not a new idea. It's more like a copycat idea, right? I mean, it says eBay appears to be testing a new auto price reduction feature, which allows sellers to set a dollar amount and schedule to automate lowering prices over time. The new option on the listing form was recently spotted by a couple of eBay YouTubers. And it allows the option to set a flat dollar amount to reduce the price, and you can reduce it by time intervals if you choose, of anywhere from every 3 days to 5 days, once a week, once every 2 weeks, or once a month, and a minimum price cap at which to stop the reductions, which is good. If it sounds familiar, they say back in 2018. Now, 2018 was before Daren and I were on Mercari. We didn't sign up for Mercari till 2019, which I don't remember this feature, but they said eBay introduced a similar feature called easy pricing, which would kick in 10 days after a listing went live and lower the price 5% every 5 days thereafter until pricing hit the minimum. But this is probably where we didn't see it. But easy pricing was not available to all sellers. Sounds true, because again, we were on there. We were selling not as many in volume as we are now, but we were still selling quite enough in the thousands. We didn't see it personally. But they did say the reason being is that the easy pricing was only shown in the app, and only for some undetermined amount of time to new or occasional sellers to help them learn about setting pricing. But after the seller gained some experience selling on the platform, the option would go away. Okay, so that's probably why. Number one, we never used the app. We were on the website at all times on the desktop or laptop, and it was only out for a little while. So that's probably why. This new auto price reduction feature is also currently not being shown to all sellers, maintaining Madcap Toys Plus, because that's true, suggesting it may be either in beta testing or a phased rollout. Maybe a phased rollout. Somebody had actually checked it out of 3 accounts. They were able to personally check. 2 of the accounts didn't have it at all, and one that would definitely be classified as a new occasional personal selling account had a simplified version compared to what is shown for business sellers. Okay, so that could be because we have I believe a business account that they identify as a business account with Madcap Toys. It could be the reason why they are allowing the regular eBay store to try this out, and Madcap Toys Plus, you're like, sack it, right? While this could be a very useful tool for some sellers, it's also likely to lead to some questions and confusion, as sellers may not realize some settings in the listing form can be sticky, meaning if you turn it on when creating one listing, it may default to on for subsequent listings or when revising other listings. Talking about that real quick, it's almost like the free shipping thing, right? Maybe you wanted to try free shipping in a couple of items, but a lot of times when you don't realize it, when you're saying, okay, we're going to move on to some other things, and if you're not paying attention, a lot of times if you go down, that free shipping check mark is still on for other categories or other things you're trying to do, and then all of a sudden you find out you're offering free shipping on an item that's 2 or 3 pounds, when it basically is taking your profit right away after the final value fees. See what I mean? So yeah, that could be happening. So if you are not wanting that to be on every single listing, the auto price feature, if you're allowed to have it, it could make a mess of things. Somebody had posted in the eBay community forum that they are seeing it automatically turned on when trying to revise listings. So let me know in the comments below if you're revising and it is turned on when you want it turned off. Let me know if that's been happening, if you have the auto price reduction availability, so to speak. So they said this feature is also sure to add fuel to the age-old debate about whether it's really a good thing to encourage automated price reductions, as it may foster race to the bottom dynamics, and sellers already facing significant pressure, and we are, to provide discounts, coupons, and lower prices through buyer and seller initiated offers. So yeah, so you're getting all kinds of things coming on. Like you said, like they said, race to the bottom. If you're like us, we have where you can get a discount, and then every month we provide our followers and new alike a coupon they can use on certain items. If you're doing all that and you have that automated price reduction feature on, I mean, are they able to use that auto price reduction as well as, you know, a coupon and a discount? Does it all go together, and then all of a sudden you're at the rock bottom price to where you put it? And is it just going to take more profit away from sellers? Let me know your opinion, because this could be, you know, causing a mix-up. I mean, already we're trying to discount a lot as resellers to push our product, to get ahead of the competition, to get ahead of the game, to make sure our stuff moves, right? Because we are in a competitive, saturated environment when it comes to reselling, especially on eBay. So let me know what you think about that, because is it going to be good? Is it going to be bad? I don't know. I mean, what do you think? There's a lot of things to think about there. They say here that some of the sellers out there feel that this is a step too far, and the tests, well, at the time when they had a testing on it back in 2018, was eventually ended after significant pushback. So do you think we're going to get pushback with the auto price reduction functionality when it does come full force? Let me know in the comments. I mean, there's just a lot of questioning there. Do we need more and more reasons to just really discount our items in order to move them to fight competition? I don't know. What do you think? Let me know in the comments below. We would love to hear from you. All right, so we are going to get to it. 13 items we sold on Madcap Toys Plus. And I've noticed that it is a bunch of different things, and totally excited about that, because I like to be well-rounded when I sell stuff, not in just one area, but in all areas. And so we are going to share that with you right now, and I have it pulled up, yay, today, which is awesome. So the very first one, of course, we sell media. You see it on a lot of our videos. This is an exercise video. This is a DVD. Exercise TV presents Incredible Abs Volume 2 in very good used condition, and it sold for the regular price at $6.99 plus shipping to boot. Very, very nice. And next up, we sold a CD. So we continually sell CDs and DVDs and Blu-rays and even some cassette tapes on a regular basis. This is called The Early Years by Peggy Lee, Volume 1. And this CD sold for a little deal. It sold for $4.99 plus ship. Very good. And I notice I am starting to sell more and more of my yard sale books that I received about a year or so ago, basically on an estate sale from not too far from here. And it's one of the series from James Patterson. So we have a lot of Grisham books as well as James Patterson books. This one is called Cross My Heart by James Patterson from 2013, a nice hardcover book. It was in excellent condition. There was no writing, there was no rips, there was no tears, no yellowing. It was wonderful. Found in the shed. And yeah, this was kind of a giveaway. Did a deal, sent an offer. It sold for $4.78 plus ship. So trying to move, because you may not see it in the camera, but around the corner there, we have quite a stash of some books, and we still have some in our death pile to move. So we don't want to keep them too much. I think they gave us some for absolutely no price because they had so many, and some that they let us have for a quarter to 50 cents. So didn't have much in it. So we still made profit on that. And we're moving product too. Next up, another CD, Have a Little Faith by Bill Frisell from 1993. Found, of course, in our media area. And this one sold for a little less than regular price, but for $5.99 plus ship. And usually when we have one sell, we have another sell as well. So another CD there. This one is another CD called Mud Honey. I guess that's the name of the band. Since We've Become Translucent. This was back in 2002. Also found on the media shelf. And this one sold for a little better premium. This one sold for $7.95 plus ship. And that was a very good used condition as well. And next up, we still sell toys at the Toy Barn. Still consistent. This was something that we bought from the Berry Buy. We actually had 4 of these, and we are now down to 3. This is the 2014 new Star Wars Command Rebels Imperial Assault 9 action figure set. And gave a little offer on this one. This one sold for $11.99 plus ship. And out of all of this one's my favorite because I love Care Bears. Always have since the 80s. And this one is not an 80s Care Bear cousin. It is from 2005. He did have a little bit of issue. I think on his leg or something, I did show a little tear. I may, if I find it on the screen, I'll put it up for you guys to see it. But I was wanting to move him because he was not perfect. But Care Bear cousins seem to be something collectible, whether you've got them in from the 80s or you have them from the early 2000s. So always be looking for those. This, of course, is the 2005 Namco Care Bears Cousins Playful Heart Monkey. And got this from the Berry Buy. Sold him for $10 plus ship. Again, did a little offer because of the issues that it had. And next up, another CD and DVD set. If We Could Only See Us Now by Thrice. This was from March 2005. It's a 2-disc set. And they accepted an offer. This sold for $5 plus ship. And then I'm beginning to sell more and more hardcover books like I did earlier. Was very thankful for that. Again, maybe paid maybe a quarter to 50 cents. Some books we got at no cost at all. This one's called Hardwire by Len Viajos from 2020. Found in the book area, and this one sold for $7.99 plus ship. And from a Target pallet buy in the clothing area, we sold some tights, brand new with tag. Cat and Jack Girls Silver Glitter Stars printed nylon tights, size medium. Found in the Frosty bag. And sent a good offer, and they took it well. It sold for $5.99 plus ship. Made really good profit on that, money back and then some. And wanted to move them because we still have lots and lots of clothing that we're trying to move. So that way we can buy more, right? And then I got an eBay global shipping order. This is a Blu-ray, and it went all the way to Australia. So if you're watching, hello. This one's called A Month of Sundays Blu-ray disc from 2017. Found in the Blu-ray area. And he said, can you make a little bit of deal for me because of the shipping? So I did. Still made beautiful profit. This one sold for $5.09 plus ship. And then this was a surprise. This actually popped up on me one night a few days ago, and it was awesome. I love when sales come about like this. This came from a Target pallet. We received 7 plastic Polypro cereal bowls, the color black, from Room Essentials, and sold all 7 in the lot. Try to move them. Found in the shed. And these sold for $11.95 plus ship. Was so glad to see that. Made a little space over there. And lastly, I love selling these. We only have 2 of these left, and they're all gone again. This is the Threshold handcrafted seagrass storage basket. They're at 16 by 7 by 4.5. Found in the garage, and they were all paper wrapped in cardboard paper, and all I had to do is slip it into a box. It was ready to go. And this one sold for $11.99 plus shipping to boot. So 13 items, 1 that was global shipping. It looks like mostly all of these were already delivered since it's been just a few days ago. And off they went. Still have pending orders on Madcap Toys, Madcap Toys Plus, Poshmark, and Macari. So we've got more to film and more to talk about and more things that we are shipping out. So I think I've got probably right now a mitt, like a glove mitt for baseball or softball to find. I also have, I think, a couple of CDs to find as well. So I've got my work cut out for me so far, and I know tonight when I start listing, I'll probably be getting more sales. So I don't have anything much to say, guys. I know we're wrapping it up for the week, and the weekend is here, but you guys have been super fantastic, and until next time, bye-bye.